Jake Paul breaks silence on steroid use. Did Jake Paul just break the silence about his steroid use accusations? Has he proved himself to be negative for steroids? Let's find out. We're all aware of the feud that is going on between the social media star Jake Paul and the martial artist Nate Diaz. Teasing each other for a boxing match, the two stars have gained a lot of attention from social media. Jake Paul is called out several times by several people for the use of steroids in his fights. Even Nate Diaz accused him as well. Being quiet on this matter for a while, it looks like now Jake Paul has had enough. How do you think Jake Paul reacted to these accusations? Well, let's have a look at it. But first, make sure to give us a like and subscribe to our channel for the latest news on your favorite celebrities. Being a public figure, many kinds of accusations may arise. And as for Jake Paul being a professional boxer, many have accused him of using steroids to win fights. It all began when Jake Paul started his boxing career after defeating a British YouTuber, Deji in 2018. He decided to take up this career and became a professional boxer in 2020. Paul's change in his physique first raised a few eyebrows as his body went from being lean and scrawny to a completely well-toned and fitted one. This made people suspect that there may be something odd about it. Firas Zahabi was one of the accusers of Jake Paul. He directly called him out, saying that Jake all of a sudden being more stronger and athletic makes him think that Jake must be taking PEDs, or performance-enhancing drugs. Other fighters such as Joe Rogan and Tyrone Woodley jumped on the train, with Firas claiming that Jake must be taking PEDs before his boxing bouts. Last year, Tommy Fury's camp requested Jake to get tested for steroids as a pre-fight requirement. On signing the contract of the fight, Jake refused to take the test. This may have led to many more accusations, but the heat between them cooled down as the fight was not conducted due to Fury's injury. At the start of the year 2022, Dana White, the president of UFC, has accused Jake of using steroids ahead of his fights. Dana has always been suspicious of Jake due to his dramatic change from a sloppy YouTuber to an athletic boxer. The beef between Jake Paul and Dana White began when Jake had accused Dana of cocaine abuse. This caused wild chaos in the sports industry. Dana, in reply to this accusation, said that he had never used cocaine ever and is ready to willingly get randomly tested for the next 10 years. He stated that he believed Jake was a cheater and a steroid user. He further challenged Jake to get randomly tested for steroids for the next 2 years, to which Jake did not respond. Mocking Jake, Dana had tweeted that he did not accept his challenge, making him more suspicious in the eyes of the fans worldwide. This time, Paul responded to Dana, suggesting that he could test him for steroids whenever he wants to. The boxer said that he took Dana's allegations as a compliment, as there would be no other explanation for knocking out the other champions. Jake mocked that he only takes Oreos and popcorn, not steroids. Though Jake did agree for the test, that agreement came with a catch. Jake wanted Dana to not only test Jake for steroids, but all the other opponents as well. Do you think Dana White would accept Jake's challenge and go according to his plan? Now talking about the recent events, the fight between Nate Diaz and Jake Paul has been set for August 5th, 2023. Jake, being accused many times of steroid use, has been tested and has passed all of the tests, but looks like Nate Diaz still has his doubts. Nate took it to Twitter and suggested Jake to make the usual 8-round fight a 12-rounder. He also claimed that since Jake is on steroids, he could do this easily. Finally to this, Jake replied to Nate saying that Nate is the one with the drug issues. He hit back at Nate saying that he was the one who tested positive for steroids in the past, which according to the evidence is totally untrue. There's no solid evidence suggesting that Nate had ever been on steroids. Jake Paul also dragged what he called Nate's boyfriend, Conor McGregor, and called him out as juice heads. Taking up on Nate's challenge, Jake further increased the difficulty level of their fight by changing the match to not a 12-rounder, but a 15-rounder. According to the authorities, Nate had been proven to have traces of ligandrol, which is very different from a steroid, in a test performed outside of competition. So we can safely consider that neither Jake nor Nate ever tested positive for steroids. Even Nate's quote-unquote boyfriend, Conor McGregor, has always been proven to be clean from steroids. Do you think Nate Diaz and Jake Paul will keep pointing fingers at each other for steroid use? Do you think that these allegations will ever be proven? Who do you think will have the upper hand in that fight that will be held on August 5th? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section down below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.